How we living, they don't love her, they just love her, how we living.
You was never around, had to hold it down. We the youngest, we was thuggin', you was never found. What's that feeling? I'm the realest. All them nights I had to struggle trying to find some dinner. They don't really love me, they not really for me. When I die, is you gon' show up to the ceremony? I just bought a Bentley, just to bet you Christian Louboutin to make her switch religion. I'm not stupid, baby, but the mansion is. Me and Benji are related like we're relatives. Brought the millions in. Go and get it, I'm the shit and don't need no laxative.
I get it 365, 12 months, 24/7. Gotta get it, I need it steady. No one give it all I give. They don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. They don't love her, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. See, they don't love her, they just love it. How we live, 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 how we live. They don't love her, they just love her. How we live.
They say in due time, but my watch broke. I know. It's a cold world, but we got coats. We grinding to make it. Yes. We shining, they hate. Yes. We board or we fall. Every diamond's a flake. Huh? I'm signed to the pavement. I'm crossing them over. I'm backing them down. Standing tall like a soldier. These players can't hold us. It's the winner's race. Eating with Ken and Ace at a table, no dinner plates. We the best, get it straight. What's the problem, baby? Raised out of Harlem, baby. What's driving my mama crazy? They ain't trying to give it, so I gotta go get it. Harder than ever to
I
live.
get it 365, 12 months, 24/7. Gotta get it, I need it steady. No one give it all I give. They don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. They don't love her, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. See, they don't love her, they just love it. How we live, 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 how we live. They don't love her, they just love her. How we live. Have faith a minute, but put your trust in nobody. Yeah. I said have faith a minute, but put your trust in nobody. Have faith a minute, put your faith in nobody. I done been around, halfway around the globe, probably still ain't met nobody that seem picture perfect. We all buy lies, depends on the purchase. You can't walk a mile in my shoes, cause I'm steady running like water can't break. Let's just buy a pregnant woman. So I had to earn life, road to the riches, wouldn't change it for the turnpike. I get it 365, 12 months, 24/7. Gotta get it, I need it steady. No one give it all I give. They don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. They don't love her, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. See, they don't love her, they just love it. How we live, 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 how we live. They don't love her, they just love her. How we live, 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 how we live. How we live, 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 how we live. They don't love her, they just love her. How we live, how we live.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
look at the afterglow in the Mississippi River in the Crescent City, New Orleans. You can hear the roar here in New Orleans. And this is it, Game 4 of the Western Conference quarterfinals. We're looking at what could be a very short series. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. You look at Texas. They're facing elimination, and the fans in this building know that this could be their last game of the year without a tremendous effort.
Yeah, let's not kid ourselves. Things are looking bleak right now. There's no doubt about that. But the home fans are behind them. They've just got to focus on winning this game and then take it from there.
Point well made, Greg. That's why it's so important for them to get off to a quick start in this game. Get these fans lathered up and into it to prevent any kind of doom and gloom atmosphere setting in here.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Parker and Green are the guard pairing. Kawhi Leonard is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Duncan in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Matt Davis with a screen on Parker. Over in the corner, Lamb. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Lamb's got the first points up on the board here for New Orleans. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Parker dishes to Aldridge. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And now running up the court, Leonard pushing it up, and he gets it to go.
Don't you love the chemistry? Those guys work so well together in the open court.
San Antonio shooting their first free throw of the evening. And Leonard no good on that one. On defense, the Spurs, they come into this game following a tremendous win on Wednesday.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
Yeah, roadkill is hard to get in this league. I mean, to be a great NBA team, you've got to be able to have that kind of performance on the road. Focused, purposeful, and productive. Really solid.
The Pelicans have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Here's Lamb, and the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
Here are the Spurs with the ball. Parker kicks to Duncan. And it's good, and the assist by Parker. Duncan's got his first basket of the night.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Evans outside. Back to Davis. And he makes good on the way. Davis has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
There's the bucket. Good.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
And Mack kicks to Evans. They get it back. Davis.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
The Spurs making a switch here. Ginobili's checked in. Pulls up on the elbow. Off the left rim and out. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Evans passes to Lamb. A baseline J. No luck. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Outside, Green. Over to the wing. Aldridge dishes to Ginobili. Back to Aldridge. Just 5 on the clock. And Parker, here we go. And the rejection by Evans. Here's Mack. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Shoots from the baseline. That one off the back iron and out. Evans against Green. Duncan kicks to Aldridge. Nobody near Parker. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
There's the double team with Ginobili. Davis, the pass to Evans. And Aisha kicks to Davis. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
I tell you what, folks. I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Alvin Gentry.
I asked him if this team still believed that they could come back in this series, and he told me absolutely. The guys know we're in a hole, but we've had our backs against the wall before. The pressure is on them now to close us out. We can just go, play our game, and try to get back in this series. We'll watch and see that happen, guys.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Mack, good.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Now, here's Parker. Duncan up on top. They need this one. And Davis. Pulls it down. Davis has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
No, it always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Here's Lamb. And Davis now top of the key. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. Davis has got 7.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
So for the Pelicans, Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Asha. Anderson comes in for Shelvin Mack. And Tony Allen subbed in for Jeremy Lamb. Anderson, he's checked in for San Antonio. Now here's Parker. Aldridge a screen. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Parker. Shoots the 3. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Pelicans leading by 3. Allen kicks to Evans. Davis sets a screen. Here's Anderson. A rebound by the Spurs. Anderson dishes to Aldridge. Pass to Parker. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Charlie Villanueva's checked in for Davis. Ginobili against Allen. Shot clock at 5. Shot to stop the drought. The shot is off. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. And Anderson kicks to Ajinça. Evans against Parker. Evans goes in, and it's sent back by Aldridge.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Here's Evans. That doesn't go either for Evans.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Parker with it. Outside Aldridge. From the arc. Rebound by Ajinça. Pelicans leading by 3. Spurs passing it around. Stolen by Evans. And here we go. Fast break. Evans has got it. Here's Allen. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. Evans has got 3 assists now in this one.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Now here's Ginobili. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Boy, a fantastic job by Aldridge to lay into that defender on the screen.
The Pelicans shooting just about an even 40% to start. Allen passes to Ajinça. There's the dish to Evans. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
First personal foul. Team's third.
Samuel Gallenberg is checked in for New Orleans. San Antonio also making some changes. Lee's checked in for Aldridge. Anderson comes in for Daniel Green. And it's Mills in for Parker. Now here's Mills. Screen by Lee. And Ginobili wide open. He shoots. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick.
He's fortunate that shot found the bottom of the bucket. It wasn't the highest quality look.
Evans kicks to Dallenberg. Allen dishes to Evans. Dallenberg sets a screen for Evans. That's good. Evans has got 5 now.
Scoring-wise, a really sluggish start for him, guys. I mean, just 2 for 7 overall.
Feeds it to Anderson. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
You know, he might be small for a center, but it doesn't really matter because he can jump out of the building.
Shot by Villanueva, no good. Spurs trail by 4. Lee kicks to Mills. It's a big height bounce and goes in. Mills has got his first bucket of the night.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
It's Anderson with the drive.
A rim rocker.
Look for a second like he might rip the cylinder loose.
I tell you what, that is some grown man strength on that attack.
Allen kicks to Villanueva. Evans outside. Floats one up, and Lee pulls it down.
Hey, I like creativity and a circus finish as much as anybody. But you better be sure you got a chance to make it.
Anderson outside. It's Evans on the wing. He's covered by Anderson. Evans attacking. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Spurs lead by 2. On New Orleans, back in a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Pelicans team.
Welcome back to Game 4 as we get ready to start things up again. Guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
It's all about the depth, really. The bench has been the difference. The bench play really has separated these two teams.
Yeah, it's been a huge advantage for him. That bench has really made a nice contribution.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So the Pelican 5 right now. Davis and Ashik in the middle. Shelvin Mack is out there with Jeremy Lamb. And it's Anderson in at the 3 set. And Mack kicks to Davis. Sinks the 15-footer. Davis has got the game tied up here for New Orleans.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Leonard, no luck.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the board, we're certainly seeing the effort.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
An even 3-on-3 break. Lamb passes to Davis. He dishes it to Lamb. The floater, he lays it in. And it's a 4-point New Orleans lead.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Duncan, a screen. Anderson outside. Left side, Leonard. And it's Leonard again missing.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Davis sets a screen. Mack, no luck. Spurs trail by 4. Leonard dishes to Duncan. Kicks to Lee. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
For San Antonio, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Leonard, no luck.
It's hard not to go for it when you see the chance for that alley-oop.
Clearly, temptation got the best of him right there, Greg.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Daniel Green, he's checked in for the Spurs. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And Mills kicks to Duncan. Over in the corner, Green. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist. Green's got his first 3 points of the game.
Tim Duncan, even in his advanced years, showing you that great vision and still getting it done. Nice pass.
That first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Tony Parker's checked in for Patty Mills.
All right, New Orleans, your Pelicans dance team. Run it.
New Orleans in the lead. Back the pass to Lamb. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. And on your screen now are the Steel Eaters from the small forward spot. During the regular season, a very strong defensive group, to say the least. 5th best, Kawhi Leonard.
I mean, if you're an opposing small forward, this could also be called a list of the league's most annoying players. I mean, they will be in your jersey all night when you're up against them.
Greg, they are an elite group of defenders. I mean, they don't just make it difficult for opposing small forwards. They pester entire teams with their activity, jumping in the passing lanes, being active with their hands and feet. Very impressive defensively.
And Lamb kicks to Mack. Davis sets a screen. 5 on the clock. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. Pelicans shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
Davis playing very well. He has 12 points, and he's picked up 1 dime.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Parker kicks to Lee. Back to Parker. Screen by Duncan. Here's Leonard. Omer Ashik with the rebound. Ashik's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Mack. Screen by Ashik. Fires for 3. Green with the rebound.
That's a shot you've got to take if you're looking for the three-pointer. I mean, the defense was nowhere around.
Outside Leonard. Duncan with the screen for Leonard. And it's Leonard again missing.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaking.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
Spurs trail by 3. Now here's Parker. Picked by Lee. Parker dishes to Lee. Back to Parker, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Gents is checked in. The Pelicans have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. It's Davis on the wing. The shot will not go. Good D by Lee.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
That's a 2 from Parker. It's in, and hoping this is the start of a new trend. 2 for 8 now from the field. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
And we still aren't halfway through this contest yet.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Davis sets a screen, and Matt kicks to Davis. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Davis has got 7 points for the quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Right side Green. It's stolen by Ajinça. Here's Mack. He has 6. Here's Davis. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Boy, he shows a lot of desire when he's fighting for that tough board. And his length doesn't hurt either.
And it's good. And the Pelicans lead by 3.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Screen by Lee. And here is Parker. He has 6. Green, the screen. 4 on the shot clock. And Leonard gets it to go.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many. Open looks like that.
Outside, Green. Inside, here's Lee. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Lee's got the lead up to 2 now for San Antonio.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Davis has the open look. Buries the long-range jumper. Davis has got 17.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Leonard sets a screen for Duncan, and it's San Antonio with another. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
Well, neck and neck, how about that? I mean, ferociously competitive. I mean, tight as me in an airplane bathroom.
That's not the visual I was looking for right now, but there have been a lot of lead changes. Goodness.
Parker's shot is off.
Rare. You'll see him miss such an open look.
The feed to Mack. New Orleans moving it around. There's a good screen. He's got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. Anderson's got his second basket of the game. Leonard the pass to Parker. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. 8 points for Parker.
And another lead change here. How many of these are we going to have tonight?
I'm not quite sure, but I'm willing to bet it'll be more than a few.
Davis with a screen on Parker. Davis drives in. And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
At the line for your Pelicans,
And the first one drops. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Samuel Dallenberg is checked in for Alexis Ajinça. Villanueva comes in for Ryan Anderson. Allen's checked in for Lamb. And Tyreek Evans is subbed in for Shelvin Mack. San Antonio also making some changes. Chris Anderson is checked in for Duncan. Aldridge comes in for David Lee. And it's Ginobili in for Daniel Green. Here's Parker. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Shelvin Mack's checked in for Anthony Davis. Aldridge a screen. Parker outside. It's Ginobili outside. Cannot hit. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. On up the court. Here's Dallenberg. And the rebound goes to Anderson. Anderson's got his 3rd rebound tonight. 52 seconds left to play here in the half. Parker kicks to Aldridge. Dishes it to Anderson, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Well, what a smart pass that time by Aldridge.
The Spurs shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Parker. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And now a 4-point Spurs lead.
That's what they're hanging their hat on today, fellas. Hard-nosed, smash-mouth play down on the low block.
Old-fashioned, isn't it, my man? Old-fashioned. Pound the rock basketball, and it is definitely working for them. He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Shot and game clock separated by 5.
Outstanding perimeter defense there. That was a well-contested shot.
Yeah, and you know he takes a lot of pride in his defense. There are no easy threes if he's on you.
Ginobili kicks to Aldridge. Tries again. Anderson dishes to Parker. It's stolen by Dallenberg. Evans can't get it to go. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. It's San Antonio up 1. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, guys, I'm here with Anthony Davis. And Anthony, based on how the game has been going so far, what's your attitude?
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Round 1 action of the playoffs continuing on. Checking out the Spurs. Maybe they haven't been as superior in this game as they've been in the previous 3, but they're still in position to advance with a 4-0 sweep and get a few extra days off before the next. And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We will see.
And we're back to the action here in this round 1 matchup. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, anytime you can get to the free throw line with that kind of consistency, that just makes every other facet of the game easy.
And, you know, they have to rotate the defensive assignment on him from now on just to avoid foul trouble on any one particular player, given how good he is at drawing fouls and how many fouls he's been drawing.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. The always reliable Parker and Green in the backcourt. Duncan is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Leonard in at the small forward position.
What handles? He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
And Matt kicks to Davis. And the basket good. Davis has got 21 in the game.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
Parker outside. Looking for Aldridge. He gets it there. Leonard with no one around. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Leonard's got 7 points in the game. Pelicans trail by 3. Davis sets a screen. And Matt kicks to Evans. Davis with a screen on Leonard. Evans passes to Davis. Ashik dishes to Lamb. Here's Mack. Tony Parker grabs the miss. The Spurs have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Leonard.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Here's Mack. 6 points for him. Pass to Davis. Screen by Ashik. Now here's Lamb, guarded by Green. Looking to get back on track here. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Tyreke Evans.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
It's Aldridge penetrating. The shot is off.
I like his tenacity getting to the basket there, even though the dunk rattled out. 99 times out of 100, you'll get the dunk or the foul.
Leonard kicks to Parker. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Parker. Here's Duncan, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal. and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And, obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you played and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, sometimes you need to make some adjustment.
Anderson, he's checked in for the Spurs. Mills comes in for Tony Parker. And Ashen throws it down.
I can't believe defenders are not aware. They cannot allow him that position.
Yeah, you're right about that, Greg. He's put a no trespassing allowed on that spot of the floor. It's all his.
Mills can't hit. The Pelicans trail. Now running up the court. Evans trying to push it up. Lamb passes to Matt. For the lead, a Sheik. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Anderson's checked in. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Lee's checked in. Right side Aldridge. Fires from 14. And he gets it to go. Aldridge has got his second basket of the night.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Evans' shot is good.
Of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
It's all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Lee dishes to Aldridge. Puts up the baby hook. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Spurs shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for New Orleans. Good on the second free throw.
You can tell that miss at the line might stick with him for a while. Always hurts to miss a chance to take the lead.
Evans up top, covered by Mills. That shot wide open. 8 points for Lamb. For San Antonio, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Aldridge is straight. Here's Green. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Green's got it all tied up now for the Spurs. And Lamb kicks to Davis. Ajinça trying to break free, and there's Davis. That's good on the assist by Evans. Evans has got his 5th assist in this one. Spurs have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Now Mills. Picked by Lee. And here's Green outside. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Davis has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. To the paint, up off the screen. And he comes off the screen and slams it through.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
For New Orleans, they've gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. Davis sets a screen. A 3 from Anderson. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. Evans has got assist number 7 for him tonight.
That shot was made possible by the work of Anthony Davis.
Passes it to Lee. The kick out to Anderson. Looking for Aldridge. He gets it there. Can't hit from in close.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
They set the screen. And that's Evans penetrating. An easy layup after coming off the pit. Now it's a 7-point Pelican lead.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
New Orleans making some changes here. Villanueva comes in for Davis, and Tony Allen subbed in for Jeremy Lamb. Anderson, he's checked in for San Antonio. Ginobili comes in for Daniel Green.
You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that.
Exactly. I mean, no way you expect him to miss that shot.
On the wing, Evans. 14 points for him. And the shot is good.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Spurs trail by 9. Out to the right wing. Aldridge, the pass to Ginobili. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this lead. I mean, they've really dominated the glass. Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
And Mills kicks to Aldridge. And Anderson has it in the corner. Evans left side. Here's the teardrop. San Antonio with the rebound. It's deflected. It's Ginobili on the wing. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Ginobili's got 8 points.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Evans attacking. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Well, no question the players you see listed here. The assist leaders at small forward were some of the best passers in the league outside the point guard position. Tyreek Evans, number 1.
Well, you hear the term point forward thrown around about some players, maybe a little too loosely. But when it comes to him, I truly believe it applies.
Absolutely. I mean, they want him touching the ball every time down, making sure the offense flows through him. He's going to make decisions that are good for his team out there, and those assist numbers prove that.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for. Oh, my goodness, he's just getting nasty on him now. Wow.
Yeah, now that they've built up a lead, this is when he really breaks out those incredibly slick moves.
Man, like a Ginsu knife, just slicing and dicing.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
Allen kicks to Ajinça. It's tipped. Mills with the steal, and Tyreek Evans is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Samuel Dallenberg, who's checked in for Alexis Ajinça, and Max subbed in for Ryan Anderson.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Mack dishes to Villanueva. Villanueva with a screen on Leonard. Evans kicks to Mack. New Orleans moving it around. Rejected by Ginobili. Coach is liking Clark what he's seeing from his offense.
And shoot, why wouldn't he? I mean, guys, they're filling it up with ease, executing, getting quality shots. I mean, this is fun to watch.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
Seconds left here in the third quarter. Mack, no luck. Spurs trail by 5. To the middle. And there's Ginobili. That's good on the assist by Leonard. Leonard's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points that have come off assists.
Evans against Leonard. Evans kicks to Villanueva. And again, New Orleans has no luck. And here's Leonard from three.
He caught it!
My goodness.
3 points at the buzzer.
Definitely an answer to prayer there.
Welcome back to the NBA playoffs as we get ready to continue with this round one matchup. The Pelicans shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. The shot blocking pair of Davis and Ashik inside. Allen is out there with Shelton Mack. And it's Evans in at the three. That's the Pelicans 5. Here's Davis from 13 feet. It goes down. Davis has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Pelicans. Parker, right side. Picked by Lee. Parker passes to Ginobili. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got his 7th assist here tonight.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Back to Davis. On the wing, Evans. He's covered by Leonard. 5 to shoot. Fires the three. But he gets it back. Evans dishes to Ash. And he jams it with authority. Boy, right down to the wire here, Clark. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you love to win and you hate to lose it.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry.
And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line. It's going to be Parker shooting. That one on Davis. New Orleans making some changes here. Anderson, he's checked in for Evans. And Jeremy Lamb subbed in for Tony Allen. The Spurs also changing it up. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Duncan. And it's Green in for Manu Ginobili. And Mack kicks to Davis. The 15-footer, good. Davis has got the game tied up here for New Orleans.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Lee kicks to Aldridge. Goes up on the block. That's good. And the Spurs lead by 2.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Lamb with the ball. Screen by Ashik. Lamb passes to Davis. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Spurs.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've consistently drilled the mid-range jumper tonight as well, which has forced the D to come out on them.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Duncan, he's checked in for Lee. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. Mills. Here's Aldridge. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Davis has got 11 rebounds in the game.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And, Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Outside Leonard, out left to the wing. Now here's Mills. He's covered closely. San Antonio again missing. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Lets it go. And Jeremy Lamb, the bucket on the assist from Shelton Mack. 10 points for Lamb. Outside Leonard. Pulls up on the wing and right on target. Good. Leonard's got 9 points here in the second half.
My goodness, how about the degree of difficulty on that shot?
When you're hot, you're hot. And he is absolutely scorching.
to the left side wing. 6 to shoot. Davis sets a screen. Looking to get it going. The shot misses. Nice D from Duncan. Here's Leonard. The rebound by Anderson. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. It's Davis on the wing. Plays it up and banks it in. Davis has got 33.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
And here's Mills for 3, and he gets the bucket.
The defender need to recognize and be alert to staying on him as we get into crunch time.
The Pelicans call timeout.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now, looking at some different sets because of the matchups.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened in on Alvin Gentry's huddle. He's looking for whatever they have left in the tank. He said, I know it's been a hard-fought game, but now's not the time to leave anything in reserve. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I expect you to be going all out, full speed. Guys?
Anthony Davis really making a difference here.
He just continues to light them up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his point.
San Antonio calls timeout. And San Antonio has possession. They trail by 1. Mills dishes to Green. Aldridge inside. He's guarded by Davis. Aldridge misses. The Pelicans have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. And Ashik kicks to Mack. New Orleans moving the ball around. Davis in the corner. He feeds it to Lamb. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's speed. Davis has got 3 assists in the game. Here's Mills. It's on target from the high post.
Now that's a killer crossover. The defender got totally shook up by that move.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Davis sets a screen. Here's Lamb. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have. Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Turn around, Jay. That one rolling around and rims out. Spurs trail by 3. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And, guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder. And that's exactly what that play looks to be.
13 feet away. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
Just no chance for the smaller defender to block that shot.
He's really, really good at using his size to free himself up for those mid-range jumpers. A master at it.
Aldridge is screen. Now here's Mills. He's tightly guarded. Just 5 to shoot. A 3 from Leonard. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Lamb. Duncan with the... Block.
And they've controlled the glass throughout this game, but it's still close.
Guys, it's their hard work inside that has them out in front, but they can't let off now. They've got to keep it going.
Here's Mack, covered by Mills. Screen by Ashik. Here's Lamb. Top loose off the pick and hammers it home.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
Almost a backboard breaker.
Here's Aldridge, and Ashik sends it back. Wow! Here's Mack. The pass to Ashik. Looking to get back on track here. Mack, no luck.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
Duncan, the pass to Leonard. And that comes off the assist by Duncan. 18 points for Leonard.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They lead by 3. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter of this one, and the Pelicans making a change. Evans is checked in, and San Antonio with a change here too. Tony Parker is checked in for Patty Mills. Pass to Mack. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Oh no, you hate to see that. Those are just the kind of errors that can cost you in a game like this.
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Parker outside. Aldridge a screen. Parker dishes to Aldridge. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They're leading by 1. There's 1:40 left to play here in the fourth. And Mack kicks to Evans. To the wing right side. Down low. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Boy, guys, I really like how they've driven the ball to the basket in this game. I mean, they've been very aggressive with it.
Yeah, but they also never seem to get cold from mid-range. Just kept hitting those shots with consistency.
Got a piece of it. Now here's Lamb. Aldridge is covering. Lamb, good. Lamb's at 12 now in this quarter.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Davis kicks to Mack. Back to Davis. Second shot opportunity. Ashik, no good.
They get that one, but guys, on the night, that's been the problem, securing the ball.
They've been out-hustled. At this point, hard to see them recovering from that.
Unbelievable basket. I mean, giving up a lot of height there, but he was not to be denied.
Not when the game's hanging in the balance. That makes it a little different. He was going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in the way on that. Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finished hard with 2 hands on the stuff.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, guys, but again, no need on that one.
Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
You know, I think that's probably a smart move.
I think so too.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one hand tomahawk slam?
Aldridge, the pass to Parker. Sinks it. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Man, Parker can be an offensive force when he gets going like this.
And so they foul intentionally.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
And he is unable to get the second one.
A three-pointer would be huge right now.
Boy, a chance to tie it up with the game on the line. This is what we live for. I want to see what happens right here.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Yeah, but Greg, they didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
And here's Leonard from three. It's in! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They're up by one. 1 second left in the fourth quarter. And that's an intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Those were pressure-packed free throws, and he looked as cool as he could be. So big to give them that 3-point lead.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Is what you're taking?
Well, the odds are stacked against them here. You don't have enough time to catch and shoot, so you really have to try to get an alley-oop converted or hope you draw the foul.
It's stolen by Lamb. So it's a narrow victory for the Pelicans, pulling it out for the W. Backs against the wall, Greg, but they showed us tonight they are not done yet.
You can just never count this group out. I mean, unlikely to see a full comeback.
Tyreek, what was the focus on?
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present Anthony Davis. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game. Let's go to Kenny. What'd you think about his performance?
Just an unreal performance for him in so many ways.
And that will wrap up this round one broadcast of the NBA.